Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Daleks Master Plan episode 1 that Ian recently released and somebody put online and I was able to watch it. Uh, Ian, even though he says he doesn't care about people watching him, it makes him really angry for whatever reason. And I don't really care if it makes him angry. uh, no art is free from criticism, and everything can be and will be criticized. So there you go, Ian. Do what you want. You can't do anything to me because you don't own any of the copyright to Doctor Who. Only the BBC does. They own the rights to the images and the audio. So you cannot do anything to me. In other news, my counter notification finally got forwarded to Paul Armstrong, so he'll be getting that and realize, hey, I can't do anything, and realized, hey, I can't sue him because his video was fair use for criticism and comment, and he'll feel really stupid because, hey, I took his video down falsely, but anyways, let's get into the episode. Nightmare begins, episode 1. Already beginning, we have terrible animation already. The animation's looped, the pillows moving unnaturally. Parts of this are definitely from like surviving footage that they ran through AI. It's so obvious. Ian's already resulting to do stuff like this. Yeah, you can tell. Like Katarina doesn't look proper at all either. Like they're gonna reuse that same animation of Katarina like 5 million times in this episode. This footage of Bill Hartnell as well is definitely like some reused stuff as well. Like they ran certain stuff through like an AI filter or movement thing, so they replaced his lips so it replaces the ones with that match up with the words of the episode. And look at the logo, supposed logo on that radio right there. It kind of like morphs and forms into something else. Like it moves around and morphs. There's more reused footage right there. They're gonna. This is AI animation. Those are, yeah. They keep. I never noticed this before when I watched this, but those are more like looped and reversed animations. They just keep reusing them over and over and again. It's really annoying. Oh, look how oily his face is. Oh my god. This is like a trick they keep. This is a trick they keep using in these episodes of these AI reconstructions, is that they keep looping and reversing so they can get more time out of the footage and match the lip flaps to what they're saying and everything. And to me, frankly, I don't think it looks nothing like they would have done in the '60s at all. As I said before, Ian has the has a lot of capability of getting proper animations for these done, but apparently he's like, nah. Animations are kitty, and the AI reconstructions trump them, which is completely ignorant of the whole art medium and art form and genre and whole art form of animations, because there's plenty of adult animations out there. You got Archer, you got The Simpsons, Family Guy, Futurama, Rick and Morty, Smiling Friends, Mr. Pickles, Metalocalypse, Venture Brothers. You're going to say all those animations for kids? Because those are definitely not for kids. Heck, you even got South Park out here going. Uh, One of the first few adult animations that we got on TV was South Park. and everyone's just gonna, well, everyone, I say everyone, but it's just mostly Ian, is gonna say, nah, adult animation doesn't exist. Well, screw you. Yeah, it does. God, look at it. That radio. That's just a still image with a flashing light. And these guys look like they're supposed to be talking. You see their lips moving. Don't even know what they were supposed to be saying because there's no audio for that. They look like they're talking, but their faces are morphing into like buttholes. I don't know. It, they keep doing that loop and reverse thing for the animation, and then there's the still photo. His face is all smoothed out, and they're gonna do the same exact shot for her like 5 million times in the scene with the two of them. See, they keep doing this. They cut away early, but like it's the same exact scene. It's the same exact animation. It's the same exact camera movements. Ian, you are capable so much more of doing this, doing so much more than this, and you take the easiest way out. You outsource your animation to Moscow or to Bangladesh, wherever your British pounds go further, because you can just feed you can pay those poor Bangladeshi animators pennies on the dollar, or pennies on the pound, if we're being exact about what type of money you're using, and your money will go further because they're willing to take less. And what you get from these is what you pay for, because these are some of the most rushed, terrible looking abominations I have ever seen. And it doesn't even count the ethical issues of using AI, because you're essentially piloting around puppets of dead people. I'm sure the families of William Hartnell and will definitely probably have a lot of words to say about this, because uh, I'm sure they're not happy about this. I'm pretty sure they've gotten permission from the BBC, has gotten permission for their official animations to recreate William Hartnell in animation, but I know you haven't gotten it. And this whole pic, this scene with Mavic Chen, they keep reusing the same picture, the same extreme close up of Mavic Chen, superimposed onto a screen, and I keep like, what are we? It's weird with this scene as well, because it's kind of hard to wonder which one are you supposed to be. Are you supposed to be focusing on Mavic Chen, or are you supposed to be focusing on these two's conversation? We're like, we're over 5 minutes into this episode, and it's already a confusing mess, because it's hard to focus on your eyes on which one's gonna, because they keep reusing the same exact camera scenes, animations, and your brain could tell something's wrong, but like you're not entirely sure, because it's such of in the uncanny valley. Like it, Ian is capable of doing so much more with these, and it's sad that he because he uses his health as an excuse, that he wants to take the easiest way out for a lot of this, and the easiest way out for him to do these animations and to see all of the Doctor Who stuff is by doing doing it in the cheapest way possible, the cheapest and quickest way possible, and the result is this like AI abomination slop. I wish he take his time with it. He is 71 years old. He has about 30 years left, and that's being generous. He could have like 10 or 20 years left. Who knows? But like he could, if he took his time and actually commissioned proper animators or fans of Doctor Who, he would have like a bunch of time and better results with getting stuff done and getting proper animations of missing episodes of Doctor Who. It would look so much better. He's already done it before in 2011. He got a Missions to the Unknown animation done. David Bush, David Bush, he's an animator. He's been hired to do official Doctor Who animation stuff. He was hired to do Macroterra. David Bush. He was hired. I'm going to his website. He was hired to do some of the missing 4 animated episodes of the classic BBC sitcom Dad's Army. He did the Macroterra animation, invited by the director Charles Norton to work on animation for Macroterra, and he also worked on the unfinished, incomplete episode in the Fourth Doctor's era, Shada. Ugh. I'm sure he's definitely capable of doing better than a lot of this stuff, and he just chooses not to because he's just wants to get stuff done so much more quickly, and it's sad because these have the capability of being like pretty damn good, but he just wants to like slap out something really quickly and think it's good. It's like what Star Wars Theory is doing with his Dark Empire AI film that he's doing. It looks terrible too. Star Wars Theory doesn't even have mouth movements on it, but that's just the only thing that Ian has above him. Look at that oily face again. It's so shiny. Look, there's the Varga. The Varga plant looks terrible. It's just morphed together into some amorphous blob. Parts of these are definitely, yeah, I could see that's surviving footage. That's too natural movement. It's probably from footage, surviving footage of Daleks Master Plan. Let me see. Let's see, surviving footage. Is there surviving footage? Yeah, there is. Like there, either that or he's taking footage from the loose cannon recons that they were using and slapping them in here to make his. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's way too natural for to be AI animation. He's definitely just taking footage out of existing stuff and throwing them in here. Okay, look at it. There's the Dalek. Yeah. Yeah, this whole sequence is just surviving footage, I think. I'm pretty damn sure. I'm 99.99% sure. That's looped footage of Daleks though, but with the ear lights flashing to match up with their voices and everything. Yeah. Okay, I could see actual expression on this, and then it goes to this one where it's a oof. Uh, See, yeah, that logo keeps changing. It didn't say space before it. It was like it was a blur. And now we're gonna. Ugh. Why does he look like that? Now we got the Tardis going in. That's supposed to say police public call box, but it's like police, and then it's like blurry text, and then box. Shoddy work everywhere. I just, God, he has the capability of doing so much, and he just makes. You could barely make out police now, and then the rest is just blurry text, and you could barely make out an X. The doctor's face is kind of a blur. Katarina, they're reusing the same. They cut her out from that one scene in the TARDIS and then just pasted it into the jungle. Looped and reversed footage, and they're using AI to get his. You know what? I don't even think they were using AI to get the lip flaps. They're just looping and reversing. That's even worse, man. That's why it looks like it's from an actual episode, because it is from an actual episode, but they're just looping and reversing. There you could tell that's AI because of the way his hair is. It's all slick and oily and too morphed into his head. Sorry, putting the magnet back on my microphone. Yeah, just a bunch of dots. That definitely looks like a city. That's just Skaro from the first episode of the Daleks. I don't know what else to tell you. That's just Skaro. But yeah, they're just, instead of just like making completely new images from the recon loose cannon recon telesnaps. Ooh, ooh, you could tell they cut corners on that part. The doctor's face isn't that good. Poor Steven, though. Poor Peter Purvis, man. He's alive still, but Jesus, his image is getting all destroyed by this entire episode. I feel for Peter Purvis. Even though he did come back and voice Steven in a meme, a Dunkachino meme at that. I just don't like the way. See, they keep reusing that same thing of Katarina. That's right. They'll laugh at me. Oh, jeez. Oh my God, man, these are just. I keep saying the same things over and over, but it's true though. It's just like how lazily done this is. The way that this computer, the people that he's getting these from is just lazily slopped out and thrown to. He keeps saying these are improved and everything. These aren't even improved at all. These are just like that footage is from the 60s or from surviving footage or maybe from even another episode together, maybe even from the original Daleks episode where he was on Skaro with Susan and Barbara and Ian. They keep looping and reversing the same footage of Katarina. Why do I keep saying footage? That's just something slopped out from the freaking AI program. This is from a surviving footage. They still the people doing these still can't figure out how to do a small laugh. This stuff happened in the Marco Polo episode. First episode of Marco Polo. Marco Polo is one of those episodes that people have longed for to be animated. I'm surprised it hasn't been done yet. That's completely off topic, but Marco Polo has this scene in it with the Doctor, Ian, and Barbara, and they're in the camp with Marco Polo. And Marco Polo tells the Doctor he's going to bring the TARDIS to Kublai Khan as an offering or a gift, and the Doctor starts laughing. But in the AI recon of the episode, The Doctor doesn't even look like he's laughing at all. One episode, he looked really, really fat for some reason. I don't know why, but he didn't look like he was laughing at all. His mouth barely moved. He didn't. You know how somebody looks when they laugh, but like he didn't look like he was laughing at all. He just looks like he was talking, sort of like how he was here. This is from. Yeah, that existing footage ran through AI so they could remove the lip. Oh wow. No, that fight scene was terrible. But like some of the stuff with the Doctor is existing footage that already exists, probably from some other episode in that surviving episodes of Doctor Who, from like an earlier season, but matches up with what Doctor was wearing. But they just take his lips and make him move to something completely different. Sorry, I had hiccup. And they go back to looping and reversing. It's so lazy. Why do they keep doing this? The Dalek stuff is fine. I think this is from surviving footage. I mean, obviously it's from surviving footage, but it could be from some completely different episode that they shot, because they shot a bunch of these scenes in like different orders and everything. Like I bet they shot all the Dalek scenes on like one day or whatever, and then like other stuff on the other days. Yeah. Yeah, that's it's existing footage ran through AI so they could change the Doctor's mouth movements, but it doesn't necessarily match up perfectly. Katarina's appearance just keeps changing throughout this entire episode because her face keeps morphing into someone completely different. I don't know why. There's no quality checks in these episodes. I'm thinking, I keep repeating this and I keep repeating this, but I'm just trying to get talking points through and everything because I got no one else to talk to here. It's just me by myself doing this. But yeah, they're definitely running these old existing footages through AI so they could remove the Doctor's mouth and put in a new mouth and make him say the lines that he's supposed to in the episode. That's the only explanation I can think of, because like sometimes like I said, when you see him laugh, it's not like a proper laugh. He doesn't express properly when he laughs. He doesn't emote properly when he laughs, I should say. Yeah, and it's a mix of reversing and looping too as well. Like they can't do laughing properly. Why can't you do laughing properly or chuckling properly? It doesn't look right. If you can't do that properly, you shouldn't be doing these episodes. That's where that surviving footage came from. It comes from later in the episode. And they reuse it here. Jesus, man. That is kind of lazy in my opinion. That's Edward D'Souza's character from the first from Mission to the Unknown. And then there's that reused model of Scarrow, it looks like. Oh, maybe that's... No, that's... That's surviving footage right there. That's the city on Kimball. This isn't more than. This is also surviving Daleks footage, okay? Here's William Hartnell again, morphed into someone who doesn't resemble William Hartnell at all. Once again, poor Peter Purvis, because his image is getting perverted by this entire episode. And Katarina, they use this smoothed out model of her, and they keep reversing and looping her animations. It's like they didn't. We're nearing the end of the episode. We got about 3 minutes left in the episode. But did they not have enough animation to actually do a full set of movements for Katarina? I've noticed this in a lot of these episodes, or these AI recons of episodes. Like, they just don't have enough animation, so they have to loop and reverse and do whatever to fill time, essentially. And it doesn't look like how a person would naturally move. It doesn't make sense. Like, did these Bangladeshi animators run out of time or something, that they just didn't have enough to work with in order to properly fill out the time for it? That's what I'm guessing. That's a theory as well. Ian, I've said this before, but you have the potential to commission something better than this. If you said the budget is like £65,000 for all the episodes, all of them. So why not you put that money to better use that you're getting from people that you're essentially asking for donations from people online for a lot of this stuff, and I feel like these people aren't getting their money's worth with this stuff. It's terrible. Like, this is like amateur quality that people are paying for. This isn't professional level. This isn't indistinguishable from the real thing. This is bad. This is really bad. God, it's like the Highlanders all over again. I mean, it's not as bad as the Highlanders. The Highlanders had the second Doctor morphing into a woman. I keep seeing Katarina, and I'm like, where did this whole thing go wrong?
You're showing some sense. Yeah. Yes. It's all right, I won't harm you. This chair of the doctor seems to be heavily claimed. The tablet's in that tube.
It said 2 tablets, not 3.
Are these tablets? What do they look like? Take 2 and put them in his mouth. They dissolve quickly and take effect almost immediately. All right, you'll be all right now. Leave him alone.
That they just didn't have. I think it's basically confirmed at this moment that they just didn't have enough footage of Katarina. That they just keep using that same exact angle, same exact framing, and just the same exact shot of her. And they just keep looping and reversing and changing her mouth movements. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only theory. And I think it's not even a theory. I think it's pretty much confirmed that that's the only footage they had of Katarina for this entire episode. The Daleks are from another episode, probably. There's another probably like Daleks episode during Daleks Master Plan that has surviving footage. Ooh, Mavic Chen does not look good either. Movements are too, like, slow. That's not scaled properly. Mavic Chen's not to scale with those Daleks. That looks like it was taken from proper footage of Mavic Chen, but for his... Oh, that's just a still image of the Doctor looking concerned. Yeah, that's just AI on top of that. You can see the morphing. The public call box part of that's morphing. We're not gonna play the credits, but like, yeah, this is another terrible episode. I wish people would stop paying for this stuff. Honestly, I'm not gonna be able to. I don't think I'm gonna be able to convince anybody to stop paying for this stuff because they want to be so blissfully ignorant of this whole situation, and they don't care how Ian treats people or how Ian talks to people. They just want to have these Doctor Who episodes that are just absolutely terrible. I don't get how people could say these are good. Um, but if you guys do want to see more of these episodes online or see me talk about these episodes, comment down below. Subscribe to me here on YouTube. Like the video too. It helps me out in the long run in finding a proper audience for these. Thanks so much for watching these, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day, night, whenever you're watching this. Have a good one. Take care.